What up, it's Casper. Just finished watching The Passion of the Christ. Passion of the Christ is a 2004 movie. It's rated R and it's 2 hours and 7 minutes. Directed by Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is also credited for writing this movie, so shout out to that. There's a lot of actors in this movie, but the movie is about the final 12 hours of the life of Jesus and that whole day of him being crucified in Jerusalem. The way the movie started, very good, straight to the point. One thing I noticed is that they didn't have no opening credits for the beginning. It went straight into the movie, and that was very clean, and didn't really notice it till when the movie ended and it had all the credit stuff at the end. So many characters in this movie are speaking Latin and Aramaic. Hebrew is spoken here and there throughout the movie. A lot of crazy moments in this movie with the actors, so shout out to Jim Caviezel for actually getting hit a couple times during the whippet scene. He actually dislocated his shoulder while carrying that 150-pound cross. Mel Gibson for sure made his money making this movie. If I'm not mistaken, the budget was around 30 to 40 million, and this dude almost made like 500 million. I don't know if it was opening weekend. This is high level making movie at its finest. This is inspiration at its finest. This is one of those things where you know that you're gonna reach to if you really dedicate yourself in directing and in film, if you're really dedicated. Mel Gibson has that straight confidence on just presenting all this stuff that gets a lot of criticism and gets a lot of pushed aside type of stuff, because you know this is involving religion, so people want to keep their own religion to themselves or don't really want to talk about it in general because it gets uncomfortable. So shout out Mel Gibson actually putting all this out. Jim Caviezel, crazy actor, crazy presentation on being Jesus Christ. Mary, the actor who played Mary, she did a good job on playing that, and to find out that she was only 3-4 years older than Jim Caviezel in this movie. What I found out as well is Jim Caviezel was, during that time of filming, was gonna be 33, and he has the Jesus Christ initials JC. Whoever was part of this project and presented to him mentioned that. So that's what I found out. Presentation, story wise, the camera directions and inspiration that I wish that I hope to reach. That was crazy. I was like, yo, this is how you really make people feel a movie. Music, well done. Location, well done. Costume design, well done. Dedication was straight presented in this movie. This is a movie that you have to put people on. They have to see it once in their life. Very insane rewatch to know that Mel Gibson was in his bag back then. Behind the scenes, you know, a lot of people who were atheists ended up converting themselves to Catholic because of all the experiences and things that are happening behind the scenes. Like, I believe all that. Presentation wise, on everybody that's trying to be who they are, I'll say well done. The devil looks kind of, obviously it's gonna look weird. It looked like a girl guy type of thing, looked like a alien, but everything was presented well, and they crushed it on everything. Crushed it on special effects, crushed it on costume design, music, like I said. And this movie is one of the movies where you're just waiting for the second one, and that's where I'm at. If you don't know too much of the stories in the Bible, this movie does really well on presenting some of the stuff, and then when you go and read the Bible, you'll be like, I remember that. I would say it did a good job on presentation for people who don't know about the stories in the Bible. Overall, the movie's very gory, very bloody, very tough to see because they're crazy. There's crazy scenes where very brutal. You know, it's hard to give a rating to a movie that is like this, but as a person who's trying to create movies and tell stories and just find new ways to be creative, this was a movie to study, a movie to deep dive in and dissect on the small things like the camera angles. The amount of times you use that slow motion but made the whole movie flow very well. The writing was insane. The acting was great. Overall, out of 10, I'm going to give The Passion of the Christ a 10 out of 10. So that's my movie review for the movie Passion of the Christ. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.